right off the hop, you are greeted with the M Audio, nice red top of the box, M-Track Solo. Now, this was a very interesting tape job when I got this. I called Amazon. I did cut the bottom open because I had to check and make sure it was new. And look at this, I have dog hair attached. So I took a quick look to make sure that it was sealed inside, and it was. But this makes you question things quite a bit. I mean, look at that tape. How can it go from this professionalism to this without have being opened and resealed? It just makes me question. So basically, the M-Track Solo is a single dual input, if that makes sense. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's just open this up. So now that I have that already cracked, you are greeted with your USB cable, which is your standard like printer style cable to USB. One of these days I wish they would come up with USB-C. I mean, this isn't a bad connection at all, and for what this is doing is perfectly fine, but it'd be nice to have a USB-C just to kind of generally keep things in check. Stop what you're doing, because I'm about to note for the latest drivers. So basically in here, of course, is your M-Track Solo manual and setup guide. Toilet paper. Remember to stop and take a look. Alright, so as we've seen here, I wasn't too worried when I took it out, as this could never be reproduced unless you're one heck of a bagger. And I guess we'll find out if it works or not when I finally put it to the test. But it definitely does not look opened. Of course, this is a bit painful, so I'm just going to do it this way. Old blue always comes in handy. The snack pack, no, don't eat that. Do not eat that. And dispose of it very properly, or if you're keeping the boxes, put it back in there, because that stuff can be poisonous to animals, kids, you name it. So right off the bat, you would think this is a metal casing, because it has that, you can see here, brushed metal look. It isn't a cheap plastic. It's a nice, durable, and solid feeling product, but it is plastic. So one thing to remember, like my Scarlett Solo is all metal. The M Audio M-Track Solo is a durable, very nice durable, looks good plastic. So I'm not going to knock it for that. Now, saying the Solo, I'm going to compare it to it when I do the review, for the simple reason that the Scarlett Solo is what I use now on my gaming computer. And I want to know, is this as good? Because this is half the price. And if they made it half the price by, you know, not making this metal and so on, then hey, I'm all for it, because you got to cut corners somewhere to make pricing good. So just because it's half the price doesn't make it half the product. So that's what we're going to find out today. So here we have your mic in or line in, depending on what you want it to be, but it is your dedicated mic in. Then you have a line in here, or what they call instrument in. So that is up to you here. And then you have your, whether it's going to be a line, so whether it's going to be a music device, a guitar, whatever, you switch over to what it's going to be. And I guess that probably filters what it is if it's a guitar. I would just leave it online, because I'm not a musician by any means. And if you ever want to know, listen to me play something. Phantom power. So your phantom power on or off. Now I do have a phantom power from Newer, and the problem is it works perfect, but I don't have the gains. I don't have the stuff I need to make it a better product, where I was going to use that for my YouTube show. So I want the phantom power built in to my M Audio Solo. So here we have output, direct or USB. So we're going to be on USB, because I'm going to go from the USB port here to the PC, and that should give me the less or the least amount of distortion going out. And you do have your main outs left and right. Now, I guess from what I'm noticing here, this could possibly stand alone if it actually has the direct out on it. Using the USB just for power, that might be possible. I could check that as well, because that might be kind of cool or useful in a different situation where you just want to power it and go straight to an amplifier. Which the Solo, you still have the USB powered, of course. It can go out 2 times. So I can go out USB to my PC, and I can go out off the mains, which is what I do for my streaming gaming. So what happens is on the Scarlett Solo, my USB is on my gamer, so that the gamer that is playing with me, can hear and notice everything that's going on. But I only wanted one mic. So to do that, I went out from the RCAs. Mind you, I had to put a noise filter on it because it was noisy as hell. So it doesn't matter how expensive the product is, or how expensive your cable is, you're going to get noise. There's reviews, talks about it everywhere. A $10, $20 filter fixed it. And I mean fixed it solid. So that's the front. We know what's on the back. And here. So now we have input 1, input 2, and output. Now output is going to be your headphone jack. Okay. Signal and clip here is just going to be how much volume or output you want that mic to be. So if the mic, let's say I'm on 7, people in the stream are saying it's too loud, turn it down to 5, give it a shot, boom, there's my key spot, that's where I'll leave it. Same thing goes here. If I have a secondary item plugged in, whether it be a sound device or whatever, just to make sound effects, woo-hoo, I can overpower whatever to make it applaud or whatever based on what I have plugged in here. So really nice to have, and that is the feature I needed where my newer was not going to do that. I would have to adjust gains in Windows and stuff, and I really don't want to be touching software while I'm streaming. Okay guys, welcome back. It is pretty much 8 months later. Now, not without any issues, but 8 months of using it now, what can I say about it? I have to say, after 8 months, I am glad I bought this. Would I buy another Fosco-Rite Scarlett Solo if I got it used like I did mine for about the, under $100 area? Yes. But to buy new, this is all you need. The M-Track Solo from M-Audio is absolutely phenomenal. In fact, everything we're doing right now, the recording, everything is through the Mano microphone coming down, plugging in to these Fosco or to the M-Audio. The M-Audio is, as you can see, when I stop talking, you'll see it flashing. I am using this to record my voice now. In the original, I think I was using my wireless mic on my 4K camcorder. Today we're on my overhead, which is just a 1080p. So if you see a difference in video from the first part of the video to now, I apologize, but that is why I can't afford 2 4K, even though these are actually 4K cameras. I want something that auto focuses overhead and not fixed focus. So I had to make a decision. Until the channel can afford autofocus 4K cameras for above, that's what it's going to be. And I apologize because sometimes my overhead, and I've been doing a lot of overhead videos lately, and that is why the quality hasn't been the same. But anyway, moving on. This was to finally end my review on this. I did the unboxing over 8 months ago. Now, in the end, I do not really have I wouldn't say a preference to the Scarlett Solo or the M-Audio Solo, the M-Track Solo, sorry, if you want to call it M-Audio versus Fosco-Rite. I think both the products are really, really, really good. This guy, for the $100 or under $100 area, I think this one's $69.99 Canadian. You can't go wrong. This is all you do. I run the whole Game Over podcast on this unit, and I have been since we started. Again, if you go back to previous videos, you will see some issues, and the issues were mostly I didn't know what hertz to put it at to be what it was meant to be, and I was trying to set it up like a Scarlett Solo. Don't do that. When you're setting this up, pay attention to M-Audio settings. Don't think you're the best guy in the world and you can just do what you did on another product. Forget it. Now, I did contact M-Audio when I was having these issues, and I thought this unit was defective, and it was not. It was all me assuming. So they were really good. They responded really fast, took care of my stupidness, and I have to say, guys, if you're looking, you're on a budget, or even not on a budget. Like I said, this is my second interface here, and I gotta say that I would buy more of these. Maybe the Duo whatever case comes down. Maybe I'm going to have a, a Q&A where someone else is here and I want 2 microphones off the one device. So a duo might come into play in the near future, but I highly recommend this M Audio Solo. I think they're amazing. The price tag's amazing, and you can tell for yourself by the sound quality that's coming out right now. I'm on a $100, Nano microphone, maybe a little bit more than $100. Sorry, probably about $120. But this isn't, a Rode. This isn't some high-end $400 or $500 microphone system here. My whole setup here is about $250 for my audio. Try and do that with anything big brand name. And not saying that these aren't big brand names. M Audio is an industry leader and have been around for a long time. I have recording studio hardware to go into a server from way back. That's M Audio. These guys know what they're doing and are keeping it at a price that I call real. So guys, I will put a link in the description below. If you're looking for something, I'll even link my microphone that I'm using. If you're looking for something to save money, you're just starting out, you don't want to spend a lot, or you think the quality of this is absolutely phenomenal for, $200 or $100, then please feel free, click purchase. It will help the channel, and I do endorse it. I think the product is absolutely phenomenal. Everything from the gains to, I even tried putting a mixer, like a full mixer with the thing in it, and I did not get any better results. This was more than you needed. The mixer, I had a little bit more control over some, mids, highs, lows, and it was only about $60. But in the end, this keeps it clean. It keeps it good. And this is actually the area where the podcast happens. You just don't see the down part. So guys, till next time, thank you. And I hope this helps your channel or helps your music career or whatever you wish it to be. But till next time, guys, thank you for watching, and game over.